Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. In this keynote, we're going to look at Ramadan prep, and we'll cover pretty much all the bases that you really need to cover. Not everything will be in the text, but I'm going to say certain things as well so that you'll 95% of what you need will, inshallah, be covered. So let's get going. The first thing that we want to talk about Ramadan, we're not just mechanically like moving here, like just doing practices. We have a motivation, and motivation is the most important thing. Ramadan does not transform a person unless that person wants to be transformed, is willing to be transformed, right? So that's what I say. Ramadan will not transform you unless you are already in the mindset of transformation. You get in the mindset of transformation by focusing on not just what to do, but what motivates you. What is moving you in life? And that's where you note the difference between people. One person is striving in the deen and doing very well in the deen. Other people are just lazy. Why is that? Because they have no motive and they don't view Allah Ta'ala relative to their motive. And Allah Ta'ala says, love me for the good things that I've bestowed upon you. So what has He done? He's tied our perception of Him with our motivations in life. It's not just afterlife, it's life and afterlife. And I never separate between goals of life versus goals of afterlife. Because if you go to Allah for your goals of this life, you will end up transforming. And you will get your goals of this life, and you will be transformed into somebody who will get something spiritual as well. Allah will not leave you to just, you came to Him with defects. We all come to Him with defects. But we want something. If we come to Him, He will transform us. And we will get what we were motivated for. Now, what is the motivation? Allah says in the Quran, they call upon their Lord out of fear and desire. That's what it is. All right, our motivations are fear for our own well-being, desire for something that makes us happy. I mean, what else do people desire other than to feel good and be happy? And of course, there is in the Hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, eventually a person loves Allah Ta'ala. You focus on the giver more than the gift. But sometimes out of a motivation, you need to stoke your motivation a little bit by thinking about the gift. Okay? But no normal human being goes to Allah for a gift, receives it, and then doesn't change regarding the giver. You start to love the giver more than ever before. And that's why when we look at motivation, we're really looking into ourselves. What is it that we fear or desire? And by constantly bringing that up, istihdar, okay, ta'ammul, right, are the two words that, istihdar is to bring up the image of this thing. And ta'ammul is to contemplate it. How great is it? How much I want it? How my life is going to transform. But then the next step is, well, who has it? Allah has it. It's in Allah's hands. Kun fayakun. All right, so now I've moved now. How do I interact with Allah? Interact with Allah by fulfilling the acts of worship that He wants us to fulfill, and by asking Him. Ramadan is the feast of all this because there are 60 times throughout this month where dua is guaranteed. The 30 times of the suhoor, assuming that there are 30 days of the month, there could be 39 or 29, 30 or 29. That every suhoor and right before every fast, our dua is accepted. So if we want that, then we need to do the night's worship well, and we need to fast well so that the two du'as will be answered.